What up? So in this video, we're going to talk about the importance of training every part of the body. Doesn't matter what your goal is, whether it's building muscle, losing weight, or just overall performance, it's important to train every part of your body. So if you like the idea of this video, stay tuned. If this is your first time checking out the channel, welcome to Never Stop Moving Forward Fitness. I am N64. If you'd like to see more videos from the channel, please consider subscribing, and also don't forget to hit that little bell notification. So as I said earlier, this video we're going to talk about the importance of training every part of the body. Doesn't matter what your goal is, doesn't matter what you're trying to achieve, it is important to train every single aspect of every single part of your body. And yeah, because when people start going to the gym, you're always going to hear a few people saying that, oh, I just want to have big arms, so I don't want to train my legs. This is usually guys, and then it's ladies, they'll be like, I don't want big arms, I just want to tone my lower body or maybe make it bigger. You're always going to hear such comments. So it's important that people understand that it is important that you train every part of your body for various reasons. The first one is proportions. This is a very common one, and I'm sure anyone who's a regular gym goer can attest to this. If you're a regular gym goer, you have seen the famous memes about training every part of the body. The most famous one is that meme of the guy who has a huge ripped upper body but very, very small legs. It's one of the most iconic gym memes in existence, and it's just one of several. See, the thing is, it doesn't matter, especially if you're looking at people like bodybuilders, whether male or female. You will never find a male bodybuilder not training their legs. You will never find a female bodybuilder not training their arms, because even they recognize that for their figures to look as good as they do, everything has to be proportioned. It's not that their lower body is better than their upper body. It's not that their upper body is better than their lower body. Everything is well proportioned, no matter what angle, no matter what viewpoint, they look good from all sides. And even in that respect, talk about celebrities, I cannot remember the last time I've seen a female celebrity not doing upper body workout, just like I've never seen a male celebrity not do leg workouts. So yeah, it's important for the proportion so that everything looks good, so no matter what your goal is, because you don't want to, because if you've never seen an actual person who has like a big upper body but like small legs, it's not the most appealing thing, so I've been told. And also I have actually seen a woman who has, you know, good lower body, sorry, but not a very appealing upper body. So yeah, it basically just helps the aesthetic come out well. If you're going to start working out, part of your goal is that you want your aesthetic to come out, your appearance to look better, and the best way to make that thing and to make the aesthetic look better, everything should be even. So yes, that is one of the reasons, is for proportions. The second reason, and this one applies to performance training, which is my area of expertise, is that it helps with your kinetic chain. Now, I am not going to lie to anyone. I'm just going to give you the way I understand it personally, but I highly recommend you check out a video from the Bioneer about kinetic chains. They explain it far better. I will leave a link to that video in the description below. But to give you a rough idea of what this is the body's ability to generate power through the different movements that we take. The best example I can give is when throwing a punch. There is a reason I'm showing you clips of my sessions at the gym when I'm punching. Most people think like throwing a punch is me simply throwing out my shoulders and hitting the bag. There is a lot more to it than that. I have to turn my hips, I have to rotate my legs, I have to rotate my shoulder. My body has to work together so that I generate the maximum amount of force needed to hit a bag as hard as I possibly can. This applies to different sorts of sports like basketball. When you're taking a shot, it's not just you throwing a ball from your arms. No, you're generating the power from your legs, coming up through your hips. You're going through your core, through your shoulders, and then you slowly, as you release the ball, the energy you've generated is literally reaching the tip of your fingers as you release the ball. You may think it's exaggerated, but it's not just the case. The same thing with punching. There's a rotation of the shoulders, the hips, and the legs that has to take place to generate the maximum amount of force needed. So basically, a kinetic chain is the ability to generate energy within the body and have that energy build up to the point of release. If you're not working out different parts of your body, then certain parts of your body are not going to be able to do what they're supposed to do. For example, if you're not training your hips to make sure they don't rotate, then you're not going to be able to generate that power. Because a lot of people would think like, oh, tennis players just using their arms and their shoulders. No, there's hip rotation in there. So if they're not training their hips won't rotate effectively enough, and they'll lose some of the power, so they won't be able to hit as hard. So it's a very important aspect, because if you can find a world-class athlete, doesn't matter what sport, basketball, baseball, football, if you can find a world-class athlete not training every part of their body, you would be very rare, because even they know, doesn't matter what sport they play, they need to work out every part of their body so that they can perform to the very best of their abilities. Yeah, that's of course the second reason. And again, I highly recommend check out the video by the Bioneer. Once again, I will leave a link to that in the description below. The third reason that I will give, is because it helps prevent injury. This sounds weird. How would training every part of your body help prevent injury, you may be asking? Well, it's simple. Similar to the throwing the punch example, the way the human body works is not every action is independent. Not every action of the body is like independent to that part of the body. Like if I pick something up off the ground, it's not just me using my arms. My back is also involved. My hips are also involved. My legs are also involved because they have to keep me stable. But if some parts of your body are more developed than others, then they're not doing what they're supposed to do, and this forces other parts of your body to kind of compensate for them. The problem is now those parts of the body are doing more than what they're supposed to, and this is what leads to things like, of course, like the best example I can give is back pains, because some people who lift weights do actually suffer from back pains, and this can stem from various reasons, but one of the most common one is when they're not training their back. There are guys out there who want, let's say, a developed upper body, let's say huge chest, big arms, but they're not training their back sufficiently enough, so the muscles in the back are not able to support the extra muscle that they've put on. So as such, other muscles have to start working even harder to compensate for the lack of muscle in the back, but that just leads to injury. And you'd be surprised, like this is where you hear stories of people pulling their back muscles, simple things of guys like straining their legs. Like even the example I gave of someone with a huge upper body and small legs, like if you actually saw someone like that, the legs are going through a huge amount of strain to support that body, because the legs are the support pillar of the body, but they can only support so much and they can only do so much. So it is actually very important. Another very good example that I can think of personally for me, again only the back issues, that since I started training, I remember that I wasn't training my back sufficiently enough, and I actually did suffer from one of those issues of my back not being developed enough. So I did start suffering from back pains. It wasn't until I took time to do research and actually get information that I decided to know I always have to train my back. My back has to be trained sufficiently because it does help support, and this applies to different parts of the body. So yes, it's important, because as your body starts to develop, the muscles may grow, the body parts may change and develop, so everything has to be able to keep up. It's not like think of it as a machine, not going to just change one part. You have to make sure every part of the machine is able to keep up with the new parts. Otherwise, you're going to have scenarios where one part is working harder or compensate for the other part. So guys, I hope you appreciated this video. I hope you found this information useful. And if you guys like this video, please hit it up with a like. Once again, if you want to get more videos like this, please subscribe to the channel. And also please hit that bell notification, because that is the only way YouTube will let you know when I upload another video. I hope you guys have appreciated the videos I've been uploading so far. Hope to upload some more. Hope you give you guys more ideas. Again, if you guys want any specific content for training ideas, please hit me up in the comment section below. I take all questions. I'm N64. This is Never Stop Moving Forward. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.